Mel's going to make that pretty tough.
Yeah, it is going to be really difficult. You know, generally these types of champions.
But with no flash on the Pantheon, so we'll have to be a little concerned if he wants to overcommit to any fights here. Jose Diodo gets stunned up here, trying to make his way back out, sidesteps outside of the Aqua Prison. Jose getting away now, reinforced by the shields from Gorje. Team Liquid firing back as Quid rotates down into the fight. Burst of the contract is a lot in their first blood over to Team Liquid, as it is traded 1-for-1, but Zenny's about to fall now too, and TL wants even more. Seos has to try to flash back into his own jungle to stay alive, but no, it's TL 3
off as contracts ulted and flashed in, so you know, wasn't looking for it. Jose is back here behind Seos.
Oh, and that was not a good Aqua Prison from the Nami. Now Gorje is going to step up, go on a killing spree here with a Seraphine. Flash followed by Jose's flash as B-Boy cannot escape. Now Jose finds himself fighting behind the enemy lines, and he's going to fight all the way to the bitter end. 1v1 against Contracts' Pantheon here. Another win becomes lightning comes through. Gorje.
When things weren't going as well, but Jose was great week one, great here.
Now Fudge not going to find anything there with the public execution as Morgan continues chasing after him. Eclipse shield. Nope, that's not enough. Morgan picks up the solo bolo here in the top lane. We've seen a couple of times. It came close. Flash is being spent back and forth, but this time...
So you're going to go for a play on top side, and maybe now they will.
Okay. However, Team Liquid's ready to respond immediately. Quid's going to go ahead, drop the ulti. Jose Diodo has already arrived, and Contracts is going to be your target as Quid makes sure Zenny can no longer participate here in the fight. Public execution coming out from Fudge, trying to lock up Quid, but it will not matter. Now Seos in danger yet again. The Nami is a fish out of water, and Team Liquid reel it in. 2-for-0. Gets involved.
Yeah, felt like everything's falling apart now.
And it might fall even further. Isaac B-Boy tries to escape over the wall. He wants to try to get to the blast cone, but he cannot survive. The focus fire takes him out, and now, oh my, there's no way we're still going. Morgan drops the ulti. There's
items here pretty soon, and Morgan is going to be nearly unstoppable, it feels like.
And here goes Jose yet again, just jumps in with Quid alongside. If you're on Shopify right now, the Herald is summoned up here in the top side, right in front of the tier 2. Point blank, slam that one in. Morgan does the last little bit of the damage to secure the objective, and they are not done. Jose and Morgan continuing to push forward here in a 2v3, but the backup is ready to arrive. Encore from all the way downtown. Morgan goes on a rampage, yawns on a killing spree, and B-Boy and Seos are scattered to the winds. The Herald just runs them over. Shopify Rebellion is turned into Void Tower roadkill. They slam it into the bottom lane tier 2 at the same time. Everything's going Team Liquid's way.
2. Here comes the Grand Starfall.
Okay, but what does it lead to? Nothing. Yawn immediately just fires right on back as Jose and Quid are zoning everybody else away. Contracts has merely delivered himself into the waiting arms of the bottom lane yet again, while Morgan is going to pick up another one underneath the
at the top of the LCS.
Yeah, they're undefeated with a 12,000 gold deficit. Contracts jump into the back line, but Yawn has already gone on a rampage, and B-Boy's out of the picture. Nothing Shopify can do about this one. Send the whole kitchen sink at him, but it will not matter. Team Liquid is way too strong. They're way too far ahead. And now with only Zenny's Mel still standing, TL is ready to push it straight into the Nexus turrets. They just have to wait on that next minion wave to march up the bottom lane. And yeah, I don't think Mel can reflect enough of this. Yeah, you can. If you can somehow reflect every single thing they do, including auto attacks, then you can hang on. But I don't think it's going to happen. Team Liquid trying to get enough damage here to finish off the Nexus turrets. Don't quite have it here just yet, and Shopify is actually going to get their respawn timers off. Right, they didn't end when we thought they would. They were respecting the Mel. Now Zenny might just die before anything else can even happen in the fight, but he stays alive as Jose Diodo puts the pressure onto Contracts on the left side of the fight. Quid has to flash away from the turret aggro, but the tier 3 turret is going to die anyway. Contracts falls as Morgan uses the stasis to make sure that one doesn't get traded back, and TL is just going to keep the pressure going. Morgan jumping in here with a counter-strike, forcing out defensive ultimates, forcing Shopify all the way back towards their Nexus. Fudge's public execution isn't going to do anything here. Zenny at least gets a little bit of a rebuttal, but that's not going to matter. Fudge is getting juggled around, tries to escape, but no, Quid goes on a rampage, and Morgan stays alive. They're farming Shopify on the fountain steps. A double kill back over to Quid. Team Liquid dominated this game from start to finish. 20.
Your wave clear gets really, really powerful. So my question really is, how do you feel really, really good about that? Because Rakan is a weak early laner. Is Zenny in trouble?
Yep, Zenny again under pressure from Jose Diodo as the Cataclysm arrives to make sure the shuffle doesn't do its job, but Contracts ready to save the day. Quid still commits the flash to guarantee that he gets...
You should have picked Garen, buddy. You know?
Yeah.
That Garen roaming down would have been spooky.
Ooh, nice double shuffle coming out from Zinni as they go to make the play onto Quid, knocking him low, knocking him down. Shopify Rebellion find their play.
That was a really clean combo. Flash shuffle there, engage on bot side.
Yeah, Gorje fully committing here with a burst onto Seos, and he dies before he can...
Able to get out of there, no problem. That was a really nice angle, though, from Fudge, so credit to him.
Speaking of nice angles, Zinni looking for another one here in the mid lane, but the flash out from Quid, and now the counter punch comes in from Hosodioto. Zinni down to 300 HP as Morgan arrives to guarantee the play. Quid barely holds on, but that's good enough as Contracts and Fudge have to be careful now. This Jace hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Control over the entire map right now. Zinni goes in for the swoop onto Quid, and he finds it. Contracts right behind him with the slam into the wall. This 1-2 punch. Shopify.
You can know those slim margins.
Hosodioto thinking about a potential dragon still here, jumps over the wall into the pit, but no, it's secured by B-Boy of all people, and now Hosodioto throws his life away in the process. Shopify Rebellion are bouncing back in the mid game.
That was pretty ill-advised, I gotta say. You know, going for the steal in that position without Quid there, it feels like it's very likely to be a one-way trip no matter what.
Yeah, now Fudge might be on a one-way trip of his own. Tries to go all out here in the 1v1 against Morgan, but the Jace has already secured the tier 1 turret. There's nowhere for Fudge to go except all the way home in a body bag. Quid shows up to collect
here, but TL are still in the area and are looking to do just that.
Yep. Keep your eyes on Hosodioto here, off to the side. Herald's down to about 5,000 HP. They eject Morgan from the fight here with the Keeper's Verdict, but Hosodioto jumping in over the wall. Zinni is low, but he isn't going to fall here just yet. Hosodioto dies to B-Boy. Zinni still barely hanging on, but the accelerated shock blast can't finish him off. Pop Blossom from Seos finds 3. Nice ulti coming out from the Shopify support to guarantee they're going to win this fight. Now Yon and Morgan have to try to kite this one out, but Fudge hits the Intofo strikes on that one. Contracts right behind him. Thanks to the Rift Herald, as Fudge finds himself under pressure here in the top side. Gets back close enough to the tier 2 turret to try to make some kind of an outplay. Goes all out, but finds himself further away from that protective structure, and turret there in the mid lane. So the match is going to become more and more dangerous here for Shopify as Zinni is the target. Realm Warp arrives. Defensive ulti, but the Emperor's Divide might not be able to keep him alive long enough. Hosodioto is going to full commit for this one too. Sundis puts a lot of damage into the Rise, so Quid might just fall. All out from Fudge guarantees it. 1-for-1 trade with the mid laners both dropping up here, but we aren't done yet. Fudge is eating so much damage from Yon's feathers, he has to flash out just to survive. Yeah.
Probably not going to kill this the fastest, but Zinni will be able to get over there and help him out. TL, though, are just pinging right back onto the Baron. They want to try this one more time. Yon had the red buff, so he was healing up, and we'll see. I don't think Shopify know. They're just kind of assuming that they wouldn't try it again. I think they're giving the Baron.
Assumptions are a very dangerous game in League of Legends. You can finally see some pings coming out from Shopify. They know that this could be happening, but they know way too. But Team Liquid is looking to fix that situation pretty quickly. It's Quid, Yon, and Gorje with pressure in mid. Yon and Core trying to rotate down into the bottom side, but Contracts immediately with the tackle over the wall, looking for the kill here onto Yon. They force the feather to fly, but it's Seos with a massive Pop Blossom. Yon is already down. Fudge goes all out, and Gorje and Hosodioto both fall. Once again, right when they need it most, it's Shopify Rebellion with the...
If no one responds, it's going to be a bit difficult.
Okay, Morgan rotating down to the Dragon fight now, though. Shopify starting to DPS it, but it's not dropping particularly quickly. Quid loses 1/3 of his HP here at the very onset of things. Seos goes in for the 2-man Pop Blossom, but it's not a whole lot just yet. The burst onto Zinni nearly kills him instantly. Seos tries to get away, but Morgan's already found the kill. The Emperor's Divide accomplishes very little. Team Liquid looking for more damage as Morgan continues chasing forward. Fudge can't do anything to the back line. Yes, they lost Quid, but they got everything else. Now Contracts wants to turn the fight back around as Yon is forced up into the air yet again. And Contracts goes unstoppable, the hero here for Shopify. But Morgan comes around from behind with another big accelerated shock blast. As Contracts is the last one standing in a green jersey. They'll knock him out as well. It's the Morgan show, and Shopify Rebellion unfortunately have front row seats.
Yeah, Seos hits.
So, BF sword in the inventory, working on the last item. The Baron is already down to half HP. Gorje waiting in the wings for if Shopify tries to fly in and do something. Stolen away by B-Boy.
Oh no, Jose, that is...
Core can manage to exfiltrate in time. Now Fudge going to check into the brush. Gorje goes in for the quickness, immediately finds the back line. Tons of pressure here on the Contracts already. Seos wants the Pop Blossom, but he's forced into the stasis. Zinni is already down. It's a disaster for Shopify. Team Liquid find exactly the angle. Gorje instantly engages. It's a 3-for-0, and TL's looking to end the game.
Zinni was dead before it even started. Even with the stasis going off, that explosive engage from TL, they fully commit. and that should seal the deal.
Yeah, I don't really know how you stop this at this point. B-Boy's going to do whatever he can to try to slow it down, but Team Liquid have made their way onto the Nexus turrets, and those will both crumble before I can even finish my sentence. Seos falls here too. Josedioto just flashing over the wall to keep B-Boy busy, as Morgan and Quid will pad their stats with a little bit of extra minion kills. They're just making it painful.